Welcome to the Octane, simple base and garage. So here we go. Let's have a quick tour. We've got a shop to sell the stuff we get from the cars, which I'll show how we do that. We've got a couple of exterior lights here and one above the sign, which automatically come on at night time. Got a window to see into the garage. Front door. I've got all the garage doors up so we can easily get around, but you can see them in the ceiling. There's the back of our shop. That doesn't add weakness to the wall because the wall is 10 satchels. This takes 15 to actually destroy. So it's not a weakness there. Unless you had this as metal, then obviously it becomes the weak point. We've got our workbench. Got a chair and some furnaces. We've got our first loot room, which is also our TC room. And the reason this is in this room, which you might think is a bit counterintuitive because it's closer to the front door, but it is actually surrounded on all sides by a wall without actually doing any honeycombing, because I've got the sloping roof from the outside above the ceiling here. Then we've got a garage door, then we've got this outside wall, and obviously this wall here is just in the lobby area here. So that's why I chose that, but of course you can put yours where you want. Then you've got a second loot room here, another 4 large boxes and 3 small boxes. That is the back wall. You could honeycomb that if you wanted, just to give it another layer, because of course the ceiling and the wall at the rear there, it backs onto the garage, so that's 2 layers as well. A couple of shotgun traps just to keep people happy if they happen to raid through the door there as well, and a bit more storage. And that's it. That's pretty much a 2x2 there, or a 3x2, because we've got this little front area with some barbecues. Let's go into the garage. Now, the garage has got electricity running through it, obviously, because we need it for the ramp. We've got 6 ceiling lights, as every good garage should have for when you're working on your cars. A bit of extra storage all around the edges here. Another workbench for crafting stuff. Toolbox, which I've got your car bits and bobs in there. We've got a couple of shotgun traps over the garage door, which is automated, this garage door. So if as you go in, someone's chasing you in, they're going to get blown apart by that. There's our ramp, which I'll touch on in a minute. Up here, I've just sectioned this off with some wire chain fence, which we've got our electrics up in. I'll just show you. It's very easy to get up. I put these wooden beams on the ceiling, one because I think they look good in this kind of situation. Plus, they're handy to stand on while you're doing your cabling and doing stuff like this. Just simply open the door and give it a little run, and in you go. Got some extra storage here for whatever you want. Obviously, you don't want to put critical stuff here because these wire fences are only 2 satchels to get through. But you can put your odds and ends in there. Medium battery in this case, and I've gone a bit overkill on the solar panels on the ceiling, on the roof rather. We've got 3 point in each way as the sun rises and sets. So, as you can see, this has only a 50 power, but it's well in excess of that. So that'll charge no problem. And when you're using power, it'll still charge during the day. Because it's in excess of 50. Got a main power switch for the base. I've segregated off some of the power to the outside lights via this blocker, and I've really spoiled myself and put 2 solar panels pointing both ways, so it really has to be dark properly before the lights come on outside, because the solar panels are picking up any element of light, and that goes into the side of that blocker. As soon as there's no light, it lets power go through from this branch, which I've sectioned off. 7 power for the 3 lights, 2 each, and 1 for the blocker, and the rest of it just goes to the base. And that's that. The ramp obviously is the key for this base, being a garage. I've got a nice little tip on laying that, which I'll show you during the build at the end, just to get it nice and square, because sometimes it can be difficult because it's a large item. Needs 5 power from memory. Bring your cars in, elevate them, strip off all the modules that you want to keep. You can destroy the chassis, go and get another one, and that way you can sell the modules in your shop or keep a nice array for different needs, whether it be speed for extra engines, or the camper for a little bit of protection if you're going out to a monument a bit further out in the map, to armour plated vehicles. And of course you pick up all your valves and stuff just from crates as you're running along the road. But do remember, from Bandit Camp you can buy a more advanced set of valves and a top quality set, which will make your vehicle more efficient on fuel and faster. So with that, let's go and get some cars and see how this thing works. Okay, so the car I thought I was going to get was actually gone, so either rotted or whatever was taken. But just spotted this one, literally coming apart at the seams. But It's got a camper van module on the back, always desirable. And it's got a small engine on the front. So let's give it a go. Didn't mean to push you. Come back. Be careful of that. Open. And I'll meet you back at the garage. Let's get this bad boy out of here. Here we go, approaching the base. Let's bring this thing in. Quite a long one. Okay, there we go. And out we go. It's not a bad little prize. So we'll have that. And we'll have this engine module. They're quite useful. And we'll destroy that chassis because it's very long. We don't really need that one. And that's use your ramp. Very straightforward, very simple. Build a car how you like for getting all over the map. Take the parts off. Make some exchanges or cash, aka scrap from your shop. All good. Okay, so let's show you the build. Pretty straightforward. Enjoy. Okay, so here's a quick tip. when you're placing your ramp, to get it nicely lined up, you can see the left and right hand side of the ramps where the tyres go up just overshadow the last joint in the paving slabs if you've got a stone floor. So keep that in mind, and then to get it lined up, because it's difficult to see otherwise, if you crouch like I'm on that last slab there, so if you look down you can see if you're way over or not. So that's gone blue there. Let's get it lined up about there. Line it up with the grout lines all the way up just to get it neat. Just have a quick look down. So that's just passed, so I would say it's got to come back to me a little bit if possible. That's not bad. So there you can see it's just a little bit to the left there and just over, which is fine. And that's nice and straight.
And there you have it. I hope you like this video of an introduction to a garage base and can get some use or ideas from it. Thanks for popping in, and I'll see you in the next one.